Welcome back to my garage. Today I'm working on an 8 horsepower Briggs and Stratton. It's the industrial class motor, so it's quite a decent one, but it's quite old. When I picked this up, it's on a go-kart by the way. When I picked this up, I sort of got it running. It wasn't running when I initially got it, but if I put up to full speed, the governor would sort of tick back and forward and the motor would surge. My first thought was, must be the governor, but sort of stopped and thought about it a bit, and a surging motor is not enough fuel. So if it's, on this particular motor, if it's surging at low RPM, you adjust the idle, give it more fuel. If it's surging at a higher RPM, which this one was, you adjust the main jet. I just wound it out a quarter of a turn, and the governor stopped bouncing, and it stopped surging. While I'm here, I'll show you how to adjust the governor anyway. It's very simple. I did have to do this. This motor came off a ride-on lawnmower, and ride-on lawnmowers don't need to go particularly fast. This is now in a go-kart, and I'd like it to go a bit faster, so what you do, crack this nut at the bottom of the throttle linkage. You don't have to disassemble anything. Just crack the nut. In this case it's a 10mm, and then basically you turn this screw fully clockwise. You can then tighten up the nut and test it. That's going to be your base setting. It'll generally run around sort of 2,500 RPM. Get it warm and then crack that nut. Turn the screw just a touch counterclockwise. Basically, when it's horizontal, that's your base setting. When it's vertical, only a 90-degree turn, that's sort of full throttle, gonna blow up your engine in neutral sort of thing. So you're just turning a tiny bit and then tighten up the nut again, test it, and just keep repeating that process and test it under load. I don't recommend just winding your governor out, put the engine at full speed and neutral, because you're going to damage something. It's very straightforward. Just do that. Just crack the nut, wind it out a fraction, tighten the nut, and you'll increase your RPM, your max RPM. Hope that helps someone. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next one.